welcome to the next step pitch competition. And of course, it's going to be a fantastic day. And you know, a day where the SMMEs are actually winning and the lifeblood of the economy.
The next step is a pitch competition that was meant to celebrate International SMME Day. The competition was handed out to the youth of Botswana to stand a chance at winning 3 grand prizes in order for them to be able to take their businesses to the next step. The competition was facilitated by Young Africa Botswana in collaboration with the US Embassy Botswana.
Yeah, I would like you to give yourselves a round of applause. You have done phenomenally well. Ali Kaka, give yourself. And of course,
honorable mention. For third place, and a prize of 10,000 pula, please congratulate.
Because until now, we've all just been like presenting, standing up presenting. After this, we're going to be watching the presentations on the screen, okay? All right?
Over 600 youth applied to be part of the Next Step pitch competition, but only 60 were selected to make it to the semi-finals. And out of the semi-finals, we had 10 finalists that made it to the final pitching round.
We are going to do a lot on pitching because this is what we're trying to prepare you for. This boot camp is set to prepare you to pitch, okay? The point of it is to prepare you to pitch, right? So what we're trying to do is we're trying to know, from what we learned from your applications, how can we improve the business? How can we help you articulate it better? So that's what we're going to be doing.
To prepare our 60 contestants for the final pitch round, they were taken through a boot camp training. This training comprised of different kinds of topics that will enable them to run their businesses successfully. It included customer focus, differentiation, business modeling, as well as pitching. Because what is a pitching competition without knowing how to pitch? The 60 contestants were divided into 2 groups of 30 each. Each group were given 2 days to attend a boot camp on Saturday and Sunday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. And then we had our final 10. These were the ones that we had chosen to be prepared for the final pitch in front of our esteemed panel judges. To prepare them, we invited guest judges Ms. Nicolette, a seasoned entrepreneur, and a representative from the US Embassy Botswana, Mr. Ben. They gave recommendations and tips on how to provide a successful pitch and a very competitive and entertaining pitch.
Right? Now, in your case, the ideas that you come up with, the innovation that you have, should serve your community.
To fine-tune their pitching skills, we encouraged our participants, that is the final 10, to pitch with one another and to be able to test each other and improve on each other's skills and their pitching strategies.
3, 2, 1, bam!
Good day, my name is Leatile SMC Kano of LNG Atomic, a milling company that is based in Maung.
They also had a one-on-one sit-down with their trainers on how to improve their pitch decks and their pitches. This is how we made sure that our final 10 victors were well prepared for the final pitch.
Also during this time, work on your pitch deck so that you are able to see it, because this is the last day until you're pitching in front of the judges that have been called, right? For that 40,000, So the pitch deck is on a little bangani. If you have company colors, incorporate your company colors. If you have specific fonts that you use, in your pitch and in your companies, incorporate those forms, I guess. And then Timothy and I will be walking around, we'll be using the comments that we heard from Nicholas, the comments that we also had personally, and then making sure that everybody is at par. And then at the end of that 30 minutes, good to go, right? Yes.
Hello, I'm Ludo Ntiwa. I'm the owner of Alosa Briquettes, which is a startup that is basically still at product development phase. The problems that I identified are that there is little industrialization and poor economic diversification, and Botswana is still over-reliant on mining and diamonds, so I'm trying to solve problems of unemployment and water situation and all that. By producing this product, it's called a biomass briquette. It basically uses waste material from timber, forest, agricultural, you name it. Right now here I have wood sawdust, I have cornstarch, and I have charcoal ashes to produce this product. So the benefit of my solution is that it achieves most of the sustainable development goals, of which one of them is to fight climate change, provide affordable and sustainable energy. My competition, of course, is the Aloe Vera Briquettes Company and the Canvas Charcoal Company, but it's not much of a competition since we're not using the same raw materials. And my competitive advantages is that my product is more affordable than theirs, and it is relatively smokeless. Yes?
Hi.
My question is based on the regulatory bodies. How far you went in trying to get regulatory bodies on board, at least get some sort of a permission? Because some of the things that we might not know about, they might require like regulatory bodies to clear them. How far you went with that?
My product is already patented. If you can see my milestones, shows that I've already patented my product for Bobs.
I haven't heard any bad idea today. I really didn't. All your ideas are good. Some of them are already worked out in the sense that you are already making some money, you have some experience, others are still in idea phase. But they're all good.
Even though the competition is tight, there are a lot of brilliant people here, but I think top 3. It's actually one of the first mentorship programs I've physically been in, and had to interact with other entrepreneurs like myself. So I got to learn a lot about how other people or other entrepreneurs are dealing with this whole entrepreneurship, especially in today's relevant case of the pandemic. So it was quite insightful. I enjoyed it. I really did.
It's my first time attending a pitch competition, and from 600 people I made it to the top 10. That's a really, really good experience I'm having. And I've learned a lot to grow my business from Young Africa.
I have learned presentation skills, pitching skills, I don't know what to call it, anything related to what I'm doing on camera right now. Talking in front of people, that is a weakness that I have when it's a weakness that I have. So that is a skill that I am trying to make sure by the end of this competition, I have at least achieved that.
The top 10 is made of amazing ideas. They're competitors, I have a lot of competitors out there. Like the top 10 is great, it's made of great ideas. So it's tough. I would be lying if I say I would win, I'll be top 3, but I'll always be grateful for the opportunity and actually making it to top 10.
And now, on to the event. We couldn't wait to see who is going to walk away with 40,000 Pula. Our esteemed judges included the US Ambassador, Honorable Craig L. Cloud, Maitri George, Director of Angels Network Botswana, and Thabo Kerekang, co-founder of Keno Custom Suits.
Without further ado, because we want to speed through the program, we're going to go straight into it. You know we have our judges. I'm going to call the first young man onto the stage. His name is Latile Samsikano. He's a phenomenal man based in Maun, up north.
Good day. My name is Latile Samsikano of LNG Atomic, a national mining company that has set its first operational plant in Maun and looking to expand to the rest of Botswana through your help here today. LNG Atomic has realized there is a problem in Botswana of lack of agro-processing plants as well as food security, thus resulting in the importation bill that we see, which is very heavy. At LNG Atomic, we have come up with 3 solutions. One, we offer milling and packaging services. We offer fortified household feeds, as well as highly nutritious agri-feed, that is the chicken and animal feed. At LNG Atomic, we have secured a deal with the government of Botswana, specifically under the Education Department and Home Administration Authority, where we are currently servicing 38 primary schools. We also have 3 shops in our portfolio. We also are servicing 10 beneficiaries of the Youth Development Fund, as well as 7 CEDA beneficiaries. And we have our random walk-ins and clustered farmers.
The World Health Organization estimates that 275 million individuals suffer from anxiety and anxiety-related disorders. These figures were aggravated by COVID-19 when a lot of people were hit with bereavements, job losses, and isolation. It is against this backdrop that I wanted to come up with a product that helps people relax, that helps them unwind, and helps you indulge in self-care without compromising the luxury that we're used to. I wanted to make a product that would be used for both celebration and relaxation. A product that was soothing and luxurious. And hence my company, Breathe BW, was born. Breathe BW is a luxury soy wax manufacturing company that offers candles that come in containers that have a 40-hour burn time, come in 6 different scents, and when lit, help with the stimulation of serotonin, which helps people relax. Since launch in February of this year, we broke even within the first 7 weeks. We were the top 10 finalists of the Creative Business Cup Botswana, and we were featured in the Women to Women Business magazine under Emerging Entrepreneurs.
Beverages manufactures and supplies frozen, fast-quenching, energy-giving, affordable, and delicious ice treats made from different ingredients and recipes to create 6 different flavors. These include 4 of our new editions: the ginger mix, the milk, strawberry, and chocolate milk, which are healthier options. We pride ourselves in saving the client's cost, time, and revenue by 20%. We have 5 employees with a creative attitude to problem solving, and we have a 0 leakage guarantee to ensure 100% profit made on each sale. We use plastic packaging that can be recycled for use in artwork.
Imagine this, a person with a disability having chronic diseases, and as a result of this, they constantly have to consult specialist doctors who, unfortunately for them, are concentrated in the capital city, which is thousands of kilometers away. This is the story of my brother, who, like many others suffering from non-communicable diseases, couldn't access healthcare facilities as a result of COVID-19. But besides the pandemic, our healthcare facilities are usually very congested, and people often incur heavy travel expenses just to access their doctors. Moreover, Botswana has an adequate manual medical record-keeping systems. So we've created a doctor-patient consultation room in one's electronic device. Not only that, we've created a pharmacy hub as well as an electronic medical record-keeping system. So as a patient, you will be able to browse through the array of doctors ranging from dentists, gynecologists, pediatricians, and everything in between. You will then proceed to book an appointment with your preferred doctor and then consult either via live video chat or via live messenger chat. After which the doctor is able to issue a prescription, which you can then upload onto our pharmacy database to order your medication online. We also have an emergency tab where doctors are available 24/7 and patients can receive their lab test results. Now, with a population of 2 million and an annual outpatient visit of 4 million, we are initially targeting 300,000 people. And going forward, we are looking to tap into the African e-health market, which is to be valued at 1.8 billion by 2025.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Shitsu Kume from Pusha Farming, a sustainable farming enterprise that aims at saving the environment while feeding the nation. How do we do that? We do that by harnessing the extreme power of insects to convert waste food into animal feed and fertilizers. Global warming is a concern globally, and landfills contribute largely to that global warming. In Botswana, all food, with 30% of all food produced in the world is turned into waste, which eventually ends in landfills, and landfills produce a lot of emit a lot of carbon dioxide and methane into the atmosphere. Through Kuhla farming, we say, okay, before food waste reaches the landfills and pollutes the environment, we come in and say, let's house the food waste into our farm, where we box it and we produce animal feed within 42 days. And that way we're saving the environment, meaning that we're saving food waste from going into the landfill and contributing towards global warming. At the same time, we're producing high-level protein animal feeds for local farmers.
TechnoKids Center is an ICT academy for kids between the ages of 3 and 18 years. We teach them basic and advanced computer skills, and our aim is to raise a computer literate generation. TechnoKids Center was birthed to fight computer illiteracy in our country. Botswana statistics of ICT literacy shows that our country is lagging behind in the issues of ICT education. And the problem being that there is limited of ICT training in Botswana, and the case is most relevant when it comes to children. If computer studies is not your option at senior school, you are going to meet with computers at university, which is a challenge, as we see from 5 students traveling all the way from Kachikau, all the way from coming to the capital city of Gaborone to come and apply. While they can do that at the comfort of their homes.
We were talking about what 10,000 Pula can do for you right now in this environment, and it is significant. Please congratulate Leatile from LG. Congratulations, Dave. And one of the things that we had to take into consideration was, it's like almost like we added our own little column about innovation, because that was so important in the calculation that we did. And the second prize for 25,000 Pula goes to Maduo from Geek Consulting. The idea of delivering healthcare in rural areas is very exciting. So, congratulations. And our grand prize, drum roll, 40,000 Pula and 6 months of free workspace at Young Africa Botswana, along with consulting guidance. We expect to see you to be a captain of industry within very, very soon. Congratulations to Chidu from Kudle Farm.
I would be lying if I say I would win, I'll be top 3, but I'll always be grateful for the opportunity and actually making it to top 10.
I mean, the idea of we talked about input costs, which are almost zero. And something that no one else in the country is really doing dynamically at this point. And it's an incredible concept. And
If it wasn't for YAB, I think I'll still be a baby when it comes to pitching. The Timothy and Fatata really worked hard into making us good pitchers and into getting us here. So for that, I'm grateful. I've learned a lot. I've learned how to work under pressure. I've learned how to network. I have made 9 new friends and a few business partners within the group of 10. So it's been a great experience.
It's been a brilliant learning experience where we get to grow from just being people who are trying in the business industry to having polished and refined programs that we can actually be able to implement. Not only for now, but to enable us to even approach many other investors. Through the training that we had, I'm very happy. I've learned a lot, I've refined my business idea, and I believe very soon you'll be seeing me in the shops of Botswana and everywhere else within the country.
It was nerve-wracking. No! Yeah, my nerves were up to here, but you know, got there, did what I had to do, and here we are. And I'm so thankful for the next step for this opportunity, because this will actually take us to the next step as per the projects. Yeah, it'll actually take us to one step closer to actually launch our platform. So yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you.
My name is Amelia Adams. I'm the Public Affairs Officer at the U.S. Embassy here in Gaborone in Botswana. Our office works on education and cultural exchanges, and also I work as the spokesperson for the mission in terms of our press and media engagements. So in terms of our project with Young Africa Botswana, in terms of our work on the next step, we wanted to make sure that we were supporting something that was long-term, that could not only help a large group of people, over 600 applicants in the initial phase of this project, but along the way give them the skills that they needed to successfully run a business and to follow them on that journey, so that we could continue to support them and make sure that we saw real success stories. So not one that would stop just at the training.
My name is Maduedi Sele from Dr. Z Consult, and I was one of the winners for the Next Step competition by the American Embassy. So what we do at Dr. Z Consult is that we've created an online platform whereby doctors, patients, pharmacies, as well as laboratories can actually interact online. So take it as having your doctor in your pocket everywhere you go. The Next Step competition was such an amazing opportunity for us at Dr. Z Consult. We were taught a lot. One of the key things that I took away from the competition is that we were all given the opportunity to just pitch our idea, and then Young Africa Botswana was able to just help us to ensure that we pitch under 3 minutes. We answer all the questions that are going to be asked. And yeah, I'm very thankful for that, the pitching session, because it helped me a lot. I was able to go to another competition with this knowledge, and I did pretty well. So thank you so much, Young Africa Botswana, for the competition. We learned a lot, and we'll keep on learning. So being one of the winners of the Next Step competition, we're actually able to further upgrade our platform. What we specifically did is we upgraded our electronic medical record keeping system, EMR for short. So we're able to integrate, security mechanisms that will ensure that our platform is secure, that will ensure that, our platform is in line with international standards, and to ensure that we can actually finally say we're ready to launch Dr. Z Consult, all thanks to the Next Step competition.
This is what we call a little small demo farm for production for now. These are the little not packaging, the boxes that we keep our maggots, and this way they grow. Actually, we take waste material, your food from the dustbins from everywhere, we put it in here in these, and then we allow for the larvae and the maggots to eat the food and produce a little bit of animal feed. So the biggest thing that I learned from Young Africa Botswana is pitching. I have learned to be able to be a bit more comfortable with being out of my skin, comfortable with being out there and telling the world about my business or the aspirations of my business. Secondly, after winning the competition, we did what they call a mentorship program. Through the mentorship program, I was able to learn a lot when it comes to business management, and that there's more to business than just waking up and going to the farm and getting my maggots and then selling to my customers. We learned how to manage the business as a whole. That included financial planning, that included organizational goals, marketing plans. I never had a marketing plan. So I learned marketing plan. I also learned how to infuse technology and social media into marketing my business. So through IAB, I was given a marketing manager who did a lot of marketing of my business and put Fair Farms out there. So that has been really, really helpful in growing and letting people know about maggot production and what it is and the benefits of the feeds. I also got a manager who helped me in terms of general management, what needs to go into the daily running of the farm, what needs to go into the daily running of a business in full, what I should do, how I should have my management plans, how I should relate with my employee, how I should relate with my customers. So those are the main things that I learned from YAB. Having won the pitching competition, my award prize was 40,000 kila. So with the 40,000 kila, when I was pitching, I had said that for me to get to where I want in the business, I needed a few training. I needed to also invest in the registration of the business as a whole and the licensing. So what we did is we went for training. This was done in Kenya. That's where we do most of the training with a company called AgriProtein. The second thing that we did was we started licensing for the business. Licensing is a bit costly, so we had to involve a consultant who is helping us with the licensing requirements and everything that needs to go into getting our product approved, so that when we launch it, it's approved with the Bob stamp on it. We converted some of the money into ice pop production as a way of raising funds for the business, because we really need about 250,000 to actually be a bigger, better setup. So we're raising money towards that project, towards the 250,000. So far we are at about 56, because animal ice pop production gives us about 8, 9, 10,000 every month. So we are heading towards that. That's what we use the prize money for.
I'd say a large focus for us at the mission here in Botswana is looking at the issue of unemployment. Currently, or a recent statistic for unemployment in Botswana had it at 18%, and youth unemployment is 3 times that of adults here in Botswana. So when we were looking at ways that we could help give youth skills to enter the workforce during the pandemic, we came up with the idea to support not only through training, in terms of entrepreneurial skills, but also in terms of helping to, you can give youth training and you can talk about ways to enter the workforce. But if you don't also support that financially and with mentorship and help to open doors along the way, then you're kind of giving someone, the steps all the way up to the kingdom, but then you're not giving them the key. I think that, seeing this project grow from, the initial phase where we were doing the call for applications, and then, the selection and the training and the coaching and working on the pitch, but also the finer parts about managing a business in terms of the budget and the spreadsheets and the day-to-day administration of all of that. I think that, it really helped to show entrepreneurs, both men and women, that, the skill that it takes and that's required to run a successful business. But I also think it served as a tool to kind of level the playing field. I don't think I think we're all happy to see so many women successful in the final round in the pitch competition. I believe 9 out of 10 finalists were women. And that says a lot about the drive and the need to kind of level the playing field and allow others a seat at the table.